Welcome back to our channel, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. As promised on our last episode where we went over how to get inquiries into your business, today we're going to be talking about what to do now that you have generated some interest, now that your phone is ringing, maybe you're getting some emails, some text messages. What are we going to do now? We've come up with 5 tips that are going to radically improve your ability to not only sell the jobs but deal with customers and basically move your business forward in a rapid pace, hopefully shaving off some of the learning curve associated. Before we jump in, I do want to say that I'm also advertising Cleaners Connect, which is one of the best cleaning Facebook groups online today, probably second only to Carpet Cleaning Jumpstart. But I'm an admin on Cleaners Connect as of this recording. There's about 7,700 other cleaners from all over the world, many of them carpet, floor, and upholstery cleaning professionals. So again, next episode, I'm going to jump into this group, other groups like it, and how important it is to utilize Facebook groups for helping your business and leveraging your time. So now, jump right in. What's the first one on here? Asking good questions. If you've ever read a book on sales, it talks a lot about asking good questions. If you haven't ever read a good book on sales, get one and read it. Matter of fact, get 10 and read it. A lot of what you do when you first get started is learn how to sell, which is really just learning how to deal with people, right? Learning how to build rapport and ask for the sale. So it starts with asking good questions. And really, I kind of messed up when I made the list because it really starts with number 2, smile and be happy. But as soon as you got that down, and it takes some practice for some people, but for others, they just always look happy and they're always smiling. If you're not one of those people, again, not to jump out of order, but you need to work on that. Smile. Stand in front of the mirror and just smile for 10 seconds every day. Get in the habit of having a smile on, or at least not a scowl, right? But then learn how to ask good questions. So whether it's a phone call, you're in the home doing a free in-home estimate, maybe they emailed, texting, again, asking good questions. I almost always respond to their question with a question. So how much do you charge? Well, for us, that depends. If we're working inside of our local Camden County area, our minimum service charge is different than if we're servicing outside of that area. So the first question we ask is, are you in our local Camden County area? If they say, how much do you charge? And they'll usually say, yeah, I'm in Kingsland, or I'm in St. Mary's. And then I'll say, great, how many rooms were you looking to have done? Again, because that price changes. Our minimum service charge is $99. So if we're cleaning one room, again, our minimum is $99. If we're cleaning 20 rooms, I'm not going to charge $99 per room. So again, the price per room changes based on how many rooms I'm cleaning. And whether you're cleaning by square foot or by room, again, you can have a standard rate. We charge this much to clean per square foot. I love to ask more questions before I give information. Number 1, to build rapport, build trust, build that relationship, but also to get more information about the job that I'm actually going to be doing. So another good question we ask is, do you have any pet spots or red stains you would like treated? Now, are those the only 2 issues that we run into while cleaning carpets? No, absolutely not. But those 2 questions are really good to start the conversations going, to get the customer to open up and say, no, there's no red and we don't have any pets, but my husband spilled some coffee. Or because usually there's a reason why they're calling. Or no, we're moving out and our property management company is requiring us to go ahead and have the carpets professionally cleaned. The only spots we have are spots that were here before. Okay, fine. Now we know what kind of customer we're working for. Another great question. When was the last time you had the carpets professionally cleaned? Oh, well, my husband did it with a rug doctor 3 months ago. Or, we've had another company come out every year for the last 10 years, but they went out of business. Or the guy got locked up, or whatever happened. Another great question we like to ask. Do you have any furniture that you would like moved around while we are there cleaning? Notice how I worded that. Do you have any furniture you would like moved around while we're there cleaning. It doesn't say, do you want me to move it or you'll move it? I just want to know if you want it moved. Some people do, some people don't. It helps us to know if it's going to be moved around while we're there cleaning, it changes the entire scope of the job. We usually end up having to charge about twice as much because it's at least twice as much work to do the job. And in some cases, it's a lot more than that. We don't move pool tables or pianos, and I would recommend you also follow suit. Again, learning how to ask good questions, it's not always going to be the same. But again, before we offer up a whole lot of information, we want to ask some questions, number one, to build rapport, and number two, to get more information before we answer the question. Unless it's something real simple like, when's your earliest availability? And quite honestly, that's a great question to ask a question before you answer because it kind of depends on the job. So you can answer by saying, and again, smile. When you're on the phone, for sure, they can hear the smile in the texture and tone of your voice. So when's your next availability? Well, it kind of depends. What kind of job are you looking to have done? Or, well, it kind of depends. Is it inside of the Camden County area? Because you could do it tomorrow if it's a one room right around the corner. But if it's 10 rooms, or if it's upholstery and tile and carpet and wood, maybe you're booked out for 2 weeks before you're going to have an opportunity to take a job that size. We already talked about smile and be happy, but you really can't emphasize that enough and how important it is to radiate a positive vibe. It will massively not only impact your business, but your life, your marriage, the relationship with your family, your neighbors. Everybody gets along with people that are happier, easier than people that are not, right? So everyone knows somebody who's just a complainer, and maybe you've made the mistake of accidentally asking them how they're doing, and then they tell you, right? Basically, be the opposite. Be a person that is always in a good mood, no matter what is going on. How are you doing? I'm doing amazing. How are you doing? And again, just smiling. Taking the time to smile. Seems like such an easy thing to do, but so many people don't take the time to do it. Next, ask for the sale. This is huge, right? The way we love to do it is if we're on the phone, and again, this is just the way we do business. I did it a different way for many, many years. I'm not endorsing one over the other, but we like to sell the estimate, the free in-home estimate on the phone. A lot of companies like to give prices and close the sale of the job on the phone. There's pros and cons to both, but whatever you do, you have to, in my opinion, you're going to need to learn how to ask for the sale and do it well. So the way we do it on the phone is we'll take them through a series of questions and we tell them the truth, which is in order to most accurately price the job, we've found it's best to do a free in-home estimate. We have availability as early as Tuesday at 3 o'clock or Thursday at noon. Which would work better for you? Again, we give them a choice between two times, but not scheduling the estimate is not a choice. And that is just a strategic design that we've implemented into our system. So another thing that happens every now and then is I say, I really don't care about doing the estimate. Maybe price isn't that important to them, or maybe you've taken the time to build enough trust and rapport through the process of asking questions that they want to go ahead and just book. Maybe they saw all your reviews on Google, right? Either way, maybe they say, hey, you know what? I don't want to do the estimate. When can you come and clean it? And again, that's a great time to just ask for the sale. So say you are doing the free in-home estimate. This happens to us all the time. I'll be in front of a customer. I ask good questions. I take a look at everything, and then I educate their expectations. Maybe the carpet is just shot. Best thing I can do is let them know that. To be honest with you, Mrs. Jones, this carpet is definitely at the point where I would recommend replacement. And normally, 99% of the time, they know that. This is not a surprise. This is just covering your butt, and if you don't say this, then you can run into some major problems. So liability wise, I like to just be honest. If the carpet's at the point where it's ruined or they voided the warranty even though it's only 6 months old, I need to let them know that, and then I need to educate expectations. If I can only get the carpet to an 8 on a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being brand new, 1 being it's completely destroyed, and I'm confident that I can get that carpet from a 4 to an 8, then I'm going to sell it at a 7. And again, I'm not going to use numbers, but basically my point in saying all that is to say I want to undersell and over-deliver. So unless I'm 100% confident that I can remove a particular spot or stain, I don't want to say so. And even if I am 100% confident that I can remove a certain spot, I usually say there's a really good chance we're going to be able to remove that. But I'd be lying if I said I'm going to guarantee it, because every now and then we run across something we can't do. And I like this line too. If it's possible to remove it, we've got the stuff to do it, right? And people love to hear that because it lets them know sometimes it's not possible. But learning how to ask for the sale when you're in front of the customer, you've given them enough information. Maybe you took them through the process of your cleaning and said, in order to get the carpet cleaned, we're going to do our basic cleaning that includes these things. And the price for that, 3 rooms in a hallway, is $195. Did you have a particular day that would work better for you? That's assuming the sale and asking for it, right? Very powerful. Next, ask for the review. As soon as you're done satisfying your customer, making sure the job went really, really well, ask for the review. Let them know. And I like to do it like this right before you walk out the door. Maybe even you've already opened the door, then shut it, turn, look, most importantly, smile and say, "Oh, Mrs. Jones, one more thing. Can you do me a huge favor?" And ask the question. She's going to be thinking, sure. What do you got? And then you can say, it would really help us out if you could take just a couple minutes, and if you're happy, right? And I like to reiterate that and smile. If you're happy with the service we provided, leave us a review on Google. 99% of the time she's going to say, "Oh, absolutely. I would love to. No problem." But then here's the trick. Make it convenient. Learn how to have a link in your phone that you can just text them. And the best thing to do is have all this automated. But if you're brand new, or maybe you're a couple months or years away from having an automated system that emails them or texts them as soon as you're done, this is a great way to build up to the point where you've got several hundred reviews on Google. You can't really put a better... that's very important early on, is to start establishing a good reputation online, because most people, even if you're referred, they're checking you out online before they call you up. So text her, text Mrs. Jones and let her know, "I'm going to text you a link. It'll take you straight to our Google page, and we'd love if you could just take a couple minutes and review our company." Last but not least, market to your clients. This is huge. Again, it goes back to the automation. I would highly recommend a service, and I'm not going to name a specific one, but if you want to know which one we use, hit me up. But as soon as you hit done on your CRM or whatever service you're using, it's going to generate an email that's going to thank them for their business and have a link that says, "Oh, by the way, if you get a moment to review our company, here's a link," taking it straight to Google or Facebook and or both. And that's a great way to, but also market to your customers. So a lot of those systems, you can have it generate. I think ours sends one 2 weeks after, and then a month after, and then 6 months. And again, it's just keeping us top of mind with our clients. But another great way, if you're just starting out, you're like, yeah, Dan, someday I'll get there. But right now, I'm on a shoestring. I'm doing it old school. Here's a great way. Go online and have a few hundred magnets printed up with your logo, your name, your phone number, and every job you do, give them a magnet to put on their refrigerator. I can't count how many times I've asked, "Have you ever had your carpets professionally cleaned?" "Oh yeah, we had a guy come out 6 months ago. He did an amazing job." I said, "What company was it?" "Oh, we forgot." We have no idea. Our clients don't ever say that, because the last thing we do is give them a magnet with our name and number and a spotter bottle with our name and number and logo. So we want to stay top of mind. We're also going to market to them via email, but leaving a little leave behind. Business cards are great, but oftentimes they get thrown into a drawer or Rolodex, or just thrown in the trash, quite honestly. But a magnet that they can actually put on their refrigerator, a lot of times that's going to keep you top of mind. And even we're in homes that are really, really nice homes. They have refrigerators that don't have magnets. A lot of times they've got a little fridge in the garage. Maybe the husband has a beer fridge, or maybe he's got a toolbox. They have something in the garage that you can slap that magnet on, and a fuse box, something. And so I would encourage you to get creative, but don't leave a house without leaving a magnet. It's a great, very affordable way to to market to your clients. And when you start to understand marketing and you do some analysis on how much it costs to gain a customer versus how much it costs to keep a customer, marketing to your existing client base is dramatically cheaper than trying to get new clients every time. And again, so definitely want to implement some system immediately that you can start to generate marketing to your existing client base. Hopefully this is helpful. Now that your phone is ringing, now you know a little bit about what to do. A lot of it's going to come with time. Just jumping in and trying it out. Learning what not to do is just as important as learning what to do. But don't be scared to try, and don't be scared to smile. And stay tuned for our next episode on Facebook groups, particularly Cleaners Connect, and how joining one of those can change your business and improve it in a big, big way. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to leave a comment below of a topic you would like us to cover. Mash the thumbs up, and of course, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.